Okay. Mic check 1 2 1 2. I'm the Y2K collector, and I'm back with my Nintendo collection for 2022, and the majority of the games that I'm going to go over in this video I was able to get mostly in 2021. We've got a few that we've just pulled in the beginning of the year, and I think some at the tail end of 2020. So just got some cool stuff that I want to go over with you. I'll be going through a few systems, mostly the Switch, so you're going to see a lot of Switch stuff here, so that'll be cool. But we also got into the DS, the 3DS, the Wii U, the GameCube, and as well as the Game Boy Advance. So when it came to the Nintendo stuff, didn't really do too much with like the NES or even the Super Nintendo. I did get some Super Nintendo stuff, which is cool, but really got into the Nintendo handhelds as well as some Wii U stuff. So really cool. I'm happy about that. Got some interactive stuff that I'm happy to show, as well as some really cool paraphernalia and action figures that we'll go through. A few systems that I picked up along the way, and I think we'll round it out with just that Switch collection that has been quite plentiful. So very excited to go over this with you. Thank you to everyone who's been subscribed. Everyone who subscribed back in 2021, the channel grew a lot, so thank you for that, and just looking forward to everything that we're going to do in 2022. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this collection, and we're going to start it off with the handhelds. Okay, so we're first going to start it off with the original Game Boy games that I was able to add and that I have in the Game Boy collection. We'll start it off with something pretty nostalgic to me, and that is Metroid 2 Return of Samus for the original Game Boy. So this is a great one. Played that a ton as a kid. Also got the Amazing Spider-Man here on the Game Boy as well. So the Amazing Spider-Man, whoa, that's a fun one. And then we've also got Batman as well, Return of the Joker. And I love this one. You can wall jump in this game, you can grapple. It's pretty fun. Then we've got a couple more gems here. We've got Darkwing Duck on the Game Boy, so that's a ton of fun there. A little Capcom gem for you. And then we have Battle Unit Zeoth. This is like Hyper Duel on the Game Boy, so this is a very fun one as well. This is a sleeper. That's a hidden gem to me on the original Game Boy. So those were some original Game Boy snags that I was happy about. Then while out game hunting and just shopping and hitting up thrift stores, I did add to the handheld collection. So got 3 cool handhelds that I'll go over with you before I get into some more of these games here. The first one that I picked up was this pretty cool Game Boy Advanced here. Black, pretty clean, a little dusty. Let's go ahead and wipe that off there. Get some of that dust off. There we go. All right, so we got this cool Game Boy Advanced here, and picked it up. It was very clean from the thrift store that I got it from. So I thought that, you know what, let me go ahead and pick this up. Let me add it to the collection here, and it's been a great add. So got that one. Then we have the Game Boy Color here, Pocket Color. So this was the translucent or transparent, that little purple. So this is cool. Oh yeah, and we had another Game Boy game. Whoops, forgot about this one. Yeah, Solar Striker. Picked that up in 2021. This is a pretty cool little space shooter here on the Game Boy as well. Yeah, but I was actually playing this game on the Game Boy Color the other day, just trying to pass some time, and that one just sucks you in. So pretty cool. I was happy when I found that at a thrift store in 2021. On the same day, I found this little bad boy here, this little red firecracker. We have another Game Boy Pocket here, not the Pocket Color, it's just a regular Pocket, but this is super nostalgic to me. So that was a cool find in 2021. I found that last year. Now we have gonna go over a bunch of Game Boy Advance games. We're gonna blitz through these. All of these games are top notch to me. I think that they're great. So we're going to start it off with Lilo and Stitch on the Game Boy Advance. Very fun. It's like a run and gun shoot 'em up, also like a space shooter. Has a lot of really fun elements. Pokemon Fire Red, picked this up in a huge lot. This is fun. I like this one here. Here we go. Metroid Fusion, won an auction on that one. This is really fun. Metroid Fusion, man, that's a great one on the Advance. Then we have Castlevania. There's a Circle of the Moon, I think this is. This one's okay. This is a fun one. I love Castlevania games. This is fun. So I played that one. I had to get this back. I had this in college, so I wanted to get this one back. Shaman King, Master of Spirits. This is a very fun game. You get all these like different spirit techniques and you can use them throughout the different levels. I thought it was cool. Then we have R-Type Final 3. Very fun R-Type game. It's a little slow. Like the frame rate is kind of weird, but after you play it for a while, it's fun. We have here Astro Boy. This feels like, I don't know, this feels like a Street Fighter adventure game with like supers, and it's just fun. Astro Boy, this is a good one. This is a very good one. Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. Okay, so the weapons, the abilities, just the attributes, the whole skill building in this game makes it amazing. Not to mention the art and just the gameplay is a good one. Here we go. Sigma Star. Didn't play too much of this, but this is one I did want to add to the Game Boy Advance collection. I love me a good shmup. Phalanx. I have this on another system, but Phalanx is a very fun side-scrolling space shooter. Love me a good beat 'em up. And Ninja Turtles delivers me that, so that's a good one there. Love a good run and gun shooter. So we got Gunstar Heroes, and that was added to the collection. We have another shmup here, Iridian 2. Very interesting perspective on that. A 3D shmup. And then we have a pretty cool beater, Double Dragon by Atlas. We all know about Double Dragon. All right, and then we have another Ninja Turtles game here, Ninja Turtles 2. I really like these Turtles games. They're a ton of fun on the Game Boy Advance. And then we have Teenage Mutant. This is more of like an arcade kind of beat 'em up. This is more like a Streets of Rage 2 kind of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles beat 'em up, so I kind of like that one. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then the last one is Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. So this is another fun one. Good Castlevania game, great to have on the Advance. So blitz through a bunch of Game Boy games as well as the system. So those were some great pickups. Now we're going to kind of stay with the Game Boy, but we're just going to kind of get a little bit more advanced, and we're going to get into some of the other handhelds that we picked up. Okay, so during 2021, we were also able to get our hands on a couple of handhelds, and we'll go through them. The first one that we got our hands on was a clean DS Lite. So this is a very, very clean Nintendo DS Lite. The red one here. The back it's got a little bit of greasy hands there. But yeah, so this one plays great. It has the stylus. Let me open it up here, and the screens are in great working order. Everything is super clean on it, and went ahead and got that there. And this was so that originally I could play Game Boy Advanced games on a backlit screen, because I did have a purple Game Boy Advance, had the intention of switching out the screen, but then I realized it would have just been cheaper and much less of a hassle to get a DS Lite, and found one. I think it was like $49, so at a thrift store, or maybe even cheaper than that, I don't know. or maybe that was the price of the 3DS XL that I picked up, which is right here. And this one is even more clean. I mean, this thing was like in like new condition, super duper clean here. Very, very clean, and had the stylus, had everything, plays the games very well. And in fact, this DS came with the original box as well. So have the box. It's a little beat up, but you know, it's the DS box and the 3DS XL box, and I kept it there. So hopefully I can find more of the tray inserts and stuff, but did come with that, which I thought was pretty neat. And so went ahead and kind of got into that library, which is pretty great. We're going to dive into some of the games that we got there really quick here. So first up, we've got Sonic Chronicles on the DS, more of like a touch Sonic game. Not my style. Next up, we have Dodgeball Brawlers on the DS, another fun kind of action sports game. Couldn't have a DS without getting Super Mario 64 DS for it. This is a classic game right there, so pick that up. Then we got Children of Mana. So this is a really classic RPG there. Got that on the DS. This is a fun platformer. This is Batman Brave and the Bold, the video game. This is more like an action platforming game. Batman, very interesting, fun one. This is better than you think. Star Wars Episode 3. This is more fun than you think. It's a very fun game on the DS. If you like kind of, you know, action, like side-scrolling beat 'em ups or anything like that, that's a fun one. Only you're doing it with lightsabers. So next up, we have Monster Tale for the DS. This is a very interesting platform game. It's like Mega Man meets Castlevania. It's different, but it's fun though. It's fun. You have like a little helper that you can call out. It's very interesting game. Check it out. Monster Tale. It's more fun than you think. Then of course, Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. Couldn't have the DS without checking that out. Of course, the Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. You'd have to have that follow up. Another great Castlevania game. This is an interesting one. Ivy the Kiwi. Very pleasing to the eye. This is a very good looking game. Interesting to play. More stylus driven. But an interesting one for sure. Pretty cool RPG here. Steel Princess is an Atlas game. Like an action RPG. Check that out. It's a pretty interesting one. Yes. The classic. Bangai-O. Couldn't have the DS without having that. It's like this came out on the Dreamcast originally. Very fun game. Check that out. And then we also have Kingdom Hearts 358 in 2 days. So this is that Kingdom Hearts game. Haven't checked this one out yet. I just got that as a part of a GameStop haul. Just did a video on that. One of my last videos. Hyrule Warriors Legends. It's another 3DS pickup in that haul. But before we even get into the 3DS, gonna keep going here with this DS collection. Just gotta shift some games over here, and then we'll get into just the rest of these DS games before we dive into the 3DS. But got Nano Stray here. Nano Stray 2. That's like a shoot 'em up. I've played a bunch of this game. This one's fun. Commando Steel Disaster. This is like Metal Slug on steroids. Check this game out. Very fun. Then we have Contra 4. Gotta have Contra on the DS. Love those Contra games. Run and gun shoot 'em ups. Yes. Castlevania. This is the Order of Ecclesia. So this is another really great one there. Check that out. And then we have Full Metal Alchemist on the DS. This is a pretty cool beat 'em up again. That's what I'm about. The action, the beat 'em ups, the run and gun, the action RPGs. And so we have Lufia, Curse of the Sinistrals. This is another action RPG. A very cool one there. Yeah, the best way to play this game, Chrono Trigger. Best way to play it is on the DS. All the cutscenes, none of the loading time. So, great pickup there. Then we have Aliens Infestation. This is a really great Sega run and gun kind of shoot 'em up type game. That one is a fun one on the DS. Of course, the classic Metal Slug 7 on the DS. A really great piece to add in the collection. Marvel Superhero Squad. Don't sleep on this. This is a fun action game. Do not sleep. It's a really fun one on the DS. WarioWare DIY. When you want to get your brain going and do something a bit more engaging, this is a very fun one to pop in. And then last but not least, the Ninja Turtles 3 Nightmare, Mutant Nightmare. So this is a really fun one as well, like a side-scrolling beat 'em up. This is fun. You don't see this often on the DS. This Ninja Turtles game, that one was a tough one to find, and that's not all of the DS games that I got, but these are the DS highlights. These are the ones that I wanted to go through and kind of just highlight in this 2021 collection video here. Did so much running and gunning and picking up, so it's really cool to just kind of sift through these and go through them. So then we have here, now we'll get into the 3DS pickups because got a few of those as well. So we got Paper Mario Sticker Star. Got this from a local game store. I like to support my game stores, so that was a pretty cool pickup there. Mario 3D Land, also got this at a game store, so that was a pretty cool pickup on the 3DS. Then we have, what is this here? Yeah, Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. So that was another 3DS ad that we had there. Another video game store pickup. So this is Heroes of Ruin. So got that there. And then we got, what do we got here? Of course, Castlevania. This is Lords of Shadow, Mirrors of Fate on the 3DS. Haven't played a ton of this. This looks really hard though. I think I played a little bit of it. I bought this used, and I think that I had just picked up from where someone was saved, where they left off, and I was like, whoa, just playing that little bit. I was like, this game looks pretty hard. And then we have a, last but not least on the 3DS, we have a pretty cool action game, Shinobi from Sega on the 3DS. So this is a cool ad there. So that does it for the DS and the 3DS pickups. Now we're going to go ahead and shift into something a little bit more retro, and then we'll go back to something a bit more modern here in a moment. So during 2021, I definitely did get into the Super Nintendo a little bit, only when it came to certain action platformers, certain beat 'em ups, and certain shoot 'em ups. So I'll go over some of the ones that I picked up, the ones that fit the bill for me. First up is going to be X-Men by Capcom. This is X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. That's on the SNES. Then we've had a cool side-scrolling shoot 'em up, Phalanx. I was impressed with this game. I got it on the Game Boy Advance as well. So it's a little shoot 'em up there. Then we also have another shoot 'em up. I really like this on the Sega. They brought it over to Super Nintendo, and that is Thunder Spirits, otherwise known as Thunder Force 3. Then we have a very fun action platformer that is ActRaiser, and I think they're doing a remake on this. So ActRaiser on the SNES, that was a cool one there. Then we have another cool side-scrolling shooter, Biometal. This one's cool. The music on that is really cool too. We have a cool run and gun shooter, like Mech Warrior type shooter, and that's Cybernator. So pretty cool there. You feel like the bad guy from RoboCop 2, the bad machine. Anyway, we've got, what is this? Strike Gunner on the SNES. This is a very cool shoot 'em up. So Strike Gunner, check that out. We have, this is a cool like shooter, like top down shooter, This is Soldiers of Fortune. This is a very cool top-down shooting game. Very interesting. We got another shooter, a run and gun, Zardion. Pretty cool run and gun one there. We have a little beat 'em up action right here. We've got Wildcats on the SNES, so it's a pretty cool one there. And this is more like a side-scrolling hack and slash kind of beat 'em up kind of style game. Excalibur 2097. I think I said this was a shoot 'em up in one of my other videos. Yeah, definitely. This is not a shoot 'em up. Then we also have here Blazion. That was also added on the SNES, so pretty cool in there. Blazion. And then I think that did it for the ones that were added in 2021 as far as the SNES collection. Now, I did get something that I thought was pretty cool, just in the spirit of, you know, playing handhelds, and I got an old beat up Super Game Boy. So this is interesting, and I went ahead and picked that up to play some of those older Game Boy games. I did find out that for Christmas I was pre-ordered a Analog Pocket, so I am super stoked to play this amazing Game Boy Advance library and Game Boy library on the Analog Pocket. So that'll just be amazing when that comes. All right, so now we're going to shift over into some Wii U stuff real quick, and then I think that's going to do it, and then we'll save maybe the Switch stuff. The Switch stuff will get its own separate video. We've also got a bunch of sealed stuff, so I think I'm going to have to do a separate video for that stuff as well. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the Wii U. All right, so I did get a GameCube in 2021, so I'll go through some of those GameCube games that I got, and then I'll take you through the Wii and then round it out with the Wii U stuff that I picked up, which I thought was pretty sick. So we'll get into it here. So first game that we have is Power Rangers Dino Thunder on the GameCube. So this is one that I picked up loose while I was out and about. Then we have Batman Vengeance. This is a Batman game that I had when I was in I think high school, maybe sophomore year. I had this, and so I added it back into the collection. So that's Batman Vengeance. Then another game that I had back in high school, and that is Star Fox Adventures on the GameCube. So very nostalgic for me as well. Love me a good 3D beat 'em up. That's Ninja Turtles. So as you can see, I really like Ninja Turtles. I got Ninja Turtles games on I think almost every console that I own, and I definitely have this one on the GameCube. Very, very good graphics, man. GameCube graphics were sick. They were pretty ahead of their time. Slept on. All right, and then last I got here was Taz Wanted. So the Tasmanian Devil on the GameCube. This is very cool. You know, Warner Brothers, they're really good with those cell shaded graphics, and those always wind up having some good staying power. They just continue to look good, and they stand the test of time. Now we'll get into some of the Wii stuff that was picked up in 2021 here, and we got Mario Party 8. I think I picked this up right before it started getting really expensive. I think 18 bucks I paid, maybe. I don't know. Is it still 18? I feel like it's more now, but Mario Party 8 complete in box. Very cool to add that one there. Then we have here Mario Strikers. I like these like Mario Strikers, like the Strikers Charge, like these like Mario action sports games. I think they're very fun. So Mario Strikers Charged on the Wii. Then we have, of course, I lost this game, so I had to get it back. And I got Mario Kart Wii complete in the box again. So got that back. And then got Ultimate Shooting Collection on the Wii. So this is a cool one. I think I need to fix this here. Just bear with me a second. All right. There we go. So we got Ultimate Shooting Collection on the Wii, UFO, some pretty cool shooters here in this collection, so definitely want to take a look at some of those. And then a little hack and slash action here, Sengoku Basara on the Wii U. Not the best condition, but this is a pretty cool hack and slash Dynasty Warriors style game by Capcom, so I thought that was pretty cool. Then we have some Wii U pickups, and I think that'll do it for this section, and then on the next video we'll talk about some of that Switch stuff that we picked up. So here on the Wii U, I thought a good pickup would be to get my hands on a copy of Xenoblade Chronicles X. The Xenoblade franchise is well known, some great games, and this is just, I feel like, a unique installation on the Wii U, so pick that one up. If it's not unique, let me know in the comments. I don't know if that's, you know, on any other consoles, if that's on the Switch or anything. Then we got DuckTales Remastered for the Wii U. This is another pretty good game I thought that I'd want to have on the Wii U. I'm not going for a complete Wii U set. I only want the games that are good and fun to play, and that's all I'll be getting. And then we have, last but not least, Zelda Wind Waker, the Wind Waker HD for the Wii U.